Most systems of control don't begin with force. They begin with permission. Not demanded, not threatened, but offered. A faster route, a smoother interface, a free service that promises to simplify your life. You accept because there's no visible downside, no warning label, no moment where someone looks you in the eye and says, "This will cost you something you won't notice losing." And that's the most important part. Because by the time you feel the loss, the system has already learned how you think. Convenience feels neutral, almost moral. It saves time, reduces friction, removes effort. And effort, we're told, is the enemy. But friction is not a flaw in human life. It's a boundary. When friction disappears, something else disappears with it. Choice that requires thought. Every tap that replaces a decision. Every recommendation that replaces curiosity. Every automation that replaces awareness moves one step closer to a world where behavior happens to you instead of through you. And the trade feels fair. After all, nothing bad happened. Your life didn't collapse. Your freedom wasn't taken. You still choose what to watch, where to go, what to buy. At least, that's how it feels. Surveillance capitalism doesn't watch you to punish you. It watches you to predict you. Every pause, every scroll, every hesitation before clicking buy. Not to understand you as a person, but to model you as a pattern. Patterns are valuable because they're steerable. Once a system knows what captures your attention, what keeps you engaged, what calms you, what excites you, what you avoid, it doesn't need to force behavior. It only needs to nudge. A suggestion here, a notification there, a reorder list, a slightly delayed option. Nothing illegal, nothing dramatic, just architecture. And architecture shapes behavior far more reliably than commands ever could. You weren't forced. That's the defense, and it's technically true. But freedom is not the presence of options. Freedom is the presence of unmanipulated consideration. When choices are arranged, when defaults are pre-selected, when alternatives are buried, when urgency is engineered, the system doesn't take away your agency, it redirects it. You choose, but only among the options most likely to benefit the system. And because the decision still feels voluntary, the system remains invisible. That's the genius. No resistance, no rebellion, no moment of awareness, just participation. Your attention is not a metaphorical resource. It is a measurable asset, tracked in seconds, optimized in real time, sold in bulk. The longer you stay, the more data is generated, the more refined the model becomes, the more accurately your future behavior can be shaped. This is why outrage spreads faster than clarity, why anxiety holds attention better than calm, why certainty is rewarded and nuance is buried. Because attention isn't optimized for the truth. It's optimized for engagement. And engagement is most efficiently harvested when the nervous system stays slightly unsettled. Not panicked, just restless. Personalization feels intimate. It understands me. It knows what I like. It saves me time. But personalization doesn't serve you. It serves the system's ability to reduce uncertainty. A predictable user is a profitable user. A predictable user clicks faster, buys sooner, stays longer, questions less. The more personalized your environment becomes, the fewer moments of genuine surprise remain. And surprise is where independent thought begins. When the world is curated around you, you stop encountering what challenges you. Not because someone banned it, but because the system learned it wouldn't keep you engaged. No one wakes up one day and realizes they've been shaped. The change is too gradual. Preferences soften, tolerance shifts, expectations lower, and slowly, the idea of thinking outside the system begins to feel unnecessary, even exhausting. Why search when it's delivered? Why decide when it's optimized? Why question when everything feels convenient? This is the real cost. Not surveillance, not data collection, but dependence on invisible guidance. A life where choice still exists, but awareness has been outsourced. There is no dramatic escape from surveillance capitalism. No purge, no collapse, no unplugged fantasy. There is only awareness and discipline. Awareness of when ease replaces thought. Discipline to reintroduce friction. Choice to slow down where the system wants speed. Not paranoia, not rebellion, clarity. Because the system cannot control what it cannot predict. And it cannot predict a mind that chooses presence over convenience. Nothing here was taken from you. It was traded, quietly, gradually, voluntarily. And the receipt was never shown, because if it were, fewer people would sign. The question isn't whether convenience is evil. The question is whether you're paying attention to what it costs you. Because the price of convenience is never money, it's awareness.